It's crazy because now I guess I'm going to start posting these on YouTube or whatever, because I really do want people to understand this type of shit that we go through as women. You know what I mean? And especially for men, like for a man that just wants you instantly to trust him, something fucking wrong with that nigga. And at the end of the conversation, I had figured that out because he was damn near hollering and screaming at me because I told him from the beginning. I'm like, no, I'm not looking for no man or whatever. He like, oh, you got to have an optimistic mind. Why the fuck do I have to have an optimistic mind and I just met you off a fucking dating site? Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even really, we talked for he was like, well, what am I doing talking to you for 2 hours? I'm like literally wasting my time. Nigga, you talked for 2 hours and thought that you was supposed to get something out of that. That where you went wrong anyway. You feel what I'm saying? You supposed to be trying to really get to know a person. Really, the whole time the 2 hours was on, he was talking. So I was like, yeah, it's something wrong with these men nowadays. They need to be heard. They need to be listened to. They're totally overly emotional. You know what I'm saying? And then they have a nerve. If I notice that a man is over talking me because he didn't like something I said, why the fuck would I want to be in the same room with you? You know what I mean? Hell no. Then we get to arguing and all that shit. You over speaking me. You yelling at me. I don't want no man like that. So that's why I had to talk to you. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you're doing this shit over the phone, I only got to talk to you 2 hours. Imagine us being around each other in person and what would happen. No, I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, these niggas don't even know how to deal with women nowadays. And them, like, they're making it seem like it's our fault. Like, it's our fault that these niggas is like this. No, the society made them like this, and the reason why, society, period. Everybody done been through some fucked up relationships. You feel what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, I had a lot of resentment to women because the week after my father passed away, this lady left me. And it didn't even make sense because I'm like, okay, that happens, but if somebody really gave a fuck about you, they wouldn't leave you like that. You're not having long-term relationships. This nigga even was saying he was messing with 60-year-old women. I'm like, nothing's wrong with them. Don't get it messed up. You know, if you fall in love with somebody, okay. But what are you doing dealing with all these old-ass women? Then talking about, well, she was perfect, but I want kids. So that even turned me off right there. I do want more children in the future, but I'm not talking about no shit like that with a person on the first 2 hours I'm talking to him, talking about, well, can you still have kids? But that's none of your fucking business. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you ask me, do I want children eventually, I can say yes or no. But for you to, like, kind of disregard my body, talking about, can I still have kids? What the fuck? No. So, that's why you gotta talk to these niggas. Don't let these niggas talk you into meeting them. For real, they fucking crazy. You know what I mean? A lot of them got fucking issues. Like, even, and then they think they better. This nigga on the job talking about he got a pension. You know what I mean? He worked for SEPTA. And, you know, he got his own home. He good. But for some odd reason, your ass is by yourself. You know what I mean? And it's not, you're not okay with that. And whoever you're fucking with is not fucking with you. So, of course, I'm going to pick up on that. I don't care about all the great shit about you. That fact that you act like an emotional bitch is why bitches don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And then you want your way because you got all the shit. No, I'm not going to sit up there and feel like I'm being scrutinized by a motherfucking man that's trying to be my man. It doesn't make sense to me. So that's why I was like, look, I got to talk to you. You asked, the nigga asked me to chat. And then when I still said at the end of the conversation, I'm not looking for no man, the nigga got totally the fuck upset. Like, you're contradicting yourself. You're on a dating app, but my profile say chatting and for friendship. And I sent his ass a screenshot of that. And he was just like, you're wasting my time. I'm like, I don't want to meet you in person. And he was saying that shit like 5 minutes into the conversation. Like, I'm not even into being on the phone or texting back and forth. Nigga, you live way up Philly. So even if I met you, what do you think we're going to have to do to keep a relationship going? We got FaceTime, Facebook, FaceTime. You got to do all that shit. Regardless if you live in the same city or not, you got to do that for communication. So this nigga really looking for instant gratification and not even trying to put in the work for a female to trust him long enough, because this nigga's so bitter, batting and beaten down by trying to fuck with bitches that he don't know how to be somebody's friend.